This is Rabbi and Son, hot takes on news, pop culture, and religion, and this is the audio edition, and I am Rabbi Patrick, and I am sitting here with Javon. Javon, how you doing?
Fine.
And Javon's my son, if you haven't figured it out after this amount of time, and we're doing something special. The Reddit AITAH, I think if you like Reddit, you know it's Am I the blank blank? So these are questions that you have asked on Reddit, and you have not asked us, but we're going to give our answers anyway. Let's try this one out real quick. One is, am I the A for not wanting to go to church with my girlfriend? So my girlfriend, 32, asked me, a 32-year-old, to go to church with her tonight for Christmas Eve. I said I don't feel comfortable going to church. I was raised Jewish, but have completely fallen out of religion over the years and now identify as an atheist. She is saying that I'm being selfish for not going with her, but I said she was the one being selfish for trying to guilt trip me into it. The thing is, I'm not trying to stop her from going. She still identifies as a Christian, and I'm fine with that. But now I'm realizing she may not be fine with my own beliefs. I thought it was going to be fine when we started dating. I didn't know she felt this way because we met shortly after last year's Christmas. This girl and I live together. We've been talking about getting married and having kids. I can't wait to create a non-religious household for myself and my family, and she knows that. She seems on board to hold on to her beliefs, but let me do my own thing when it comes to religion. She knows I don't even like going to synagogue with my mom. Oof, ouch. Well, this morning she springs on me that she wants me to go to church with her tonight for Christmas Eve. I said I don't feel comfortable with that. She said I was hiding behind that. And called me selfish because she did, okay, this is just more of the same, that she did a lot of things for me that she didn't want to do in regards to Halloween and some Jewish holidays that my family included her in. Kudos to the family for that one. But those were just dinners at my mom's house. I didn't have to do anything Jewish. That, yeah, me and this guy are going to part company. I've done a lot for her. I let her live in my house rent free and borrow my car. I don't even ask her to help with the bills. She had no, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Okay.
I think we get where this is going.
I was going to say,
okay, this is Johnny-Booty.
I'm going to say,
Johnny, we got some things to say.
Yeah, it's time to part company. Like the moment that you like itemize what y'all do for each other, that's when y'all need to go. This is not a good situation. Like the moment that happened of, well, I did this, and this for you and blah, 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 blah. Like that's not a good space. And seeing that this is clearly something that is a part of her beliefs in that, you know, she wants to, you know, continue on with the Christmas and you know, festivities, and you are an atheist. Like, I do feel like it's like I feel two ways about it. I don't feel like he's in the wrong, and I just don't feel like he's in the wrong. I just feel like he said what he was not comfortable with, and then she came with but I did this and this for you, and your family invited me to this. You know, you can always say no. Like, in any instance, do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to do this? No, I don't feel comfortable. No, I don't want to go. And there should be no, like, you know, that should just be it. Like, no one forced you to go to his parents' house. Like, you did that because, like, you were like, okay, yeah, his parents, his family, like, you know, let me go, like, you know, do this thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what people do when they're in relationships and they're like, you know, significant other parents invite them somewhere and they're like, oh, okay, like, let me go to this thing. But as for, you know, him, I don't think this is not really a serious situation. Like, who goes to church on Christmas Eve? Like, in all reality, like, I just think
she wants to.
Yeah, and this is a certain type of person that, you know, certain type of religious person that he's not.
Yes, now that's absolutely correct. I'm going to call this guy out. So first of all, you nailed it. The real meat of this thing is at the end. And that's the way it always is with these Reddit posts. They don't get to the truth until the very end. The very end here is that this guy is resentful. And Esther Perel, happens to be Jewish, by the way, a really famous relationship expert, said that resentment is like the relationship killer. And I have to say, I think that's really true. I think that when the resentment phase sets in, it's done. There's no repairing that. You could still be in the relationship, but it's going to be a crummy one. The fact that he, and you worded it perfectly, itemizes what holidays, how much money, all of these other things, you are a person who does not want to be in a marriage. Because in a marriage, the ledger goes away. It simply doesn't exist. There is no I did this, you did that, unless you agree to something like that, which would be casual, like, hey, I'll take out the trash if you'll deal with the litter box, right? That is an okay version of ledgering, but you can't do the, what you do, you're going to split checks at dinner.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, how far are you going to take it? And that's what, and with the religion part, okay. First of all, when you say that there's some Jewish holidays the family included her in, dude, like, how lucky was that? Like, how fortunate was that your family's cool enough that they want to invite your non-Jewish girlfriend to stuff and to help her feel included in the family? So, like, something to learn from on that one. The other thing, too, is that, yes, you said Jewish holidays that my family included her in, and it said, but those were just dinners. No, they weren't. No, coming over for, like, appetizers and board games on a Sunday afternoon, like, that's just a dinner. Mm-hmm. After a graduation, whatever, that's just a dinner. Passover, Hanukkah, Rosh Hashanah, those are religious things. And hot take from the rabbi, you can call it culture as much as you want to, it's religion. Like, those words that people say, those aren't just hocus pocus. Mm-hmm. Like, those are, you're saying God's name, you're saying brachot, you're saying blessings. Like, nice try trying to sanitize everything and make it about culture. It's a religion. Grow up. But anyway, aside from that, if you think it's all fairy tales, dude, if you think it's just made up, if you think it's all whatever, then go to church. What do you care? You don't believe in any of it? You think it's all just dinners? Then go to church. It's just a concert at that point.
No, but don't go to church. Like,
I mean, I know you want to jump to just break up, but I'm just saying principally.
I'm just saying principally, like, he doesn't want to go to church. He doesn't have to go to church. Just like the girl did not have to go to those Jewish holidays and dinners or do Halloween. Well, she chose to do those things. In life, there's choices.
And relationship land, it's a little different.
I mean,
it's a little different.
I guess this is where I'm going to disagree.
Okay,
there is still choices. Like, if she felt uncomfortable, because there are some Christians who feel uncomfortable with Halloween,
right?
Because they think it's the devil's holiday or something,
right?
And they feel uncomfortable. She decided to take herself out of her comfortability and not voice that to him. I'm assuming clearly we don't get her perspective,
right? That is the problem. We don't get
if you say, like, hey, I'm not, this is not something I would want to do, blah, blah, blah. She decided to compromise her feelings for his feelings to make himself feel better. It sounds to me like he would have said, oh, you don't want to do Halloween or you don't want to go to this thing? Okay, great.
Well, and we don't know that, and that's important.
Like, yeah, we don't know that for a fact, but that's what it sounds like to me. If he don't want to go to church, nobody want to sit in a boring church service. Like, it is.
Some people do.
Like, yeah, but someone who's an atheist does not want to sit through a boring. I don't know how white churches work, but like, black churches, like, like, pretty long situation.
Yeah.
And like, you rather be anywhere else.
Well, we also don't know if this woman is black or white or, what church service means to her.
Yeah. But like, services, they be taking a long time, especially on like holidays. Right. So he's an atheist. I don't feel like sitting this, in the pew with all these people. It's all hot in here and they're all talking about some, singing carols and, hymns. And I don't want to be there. I could be at home, like, relaxing. But point being that both of them are very much in the wrong. Clearly she's religious. Clearly he wants to raise his kids non-religiously and live in a non-religious household, period.
Yeah.
So this is not going to work.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work at all. And like, yeah, we don't know, because there's two sides to it, right? One is if his family is inviting her to like Jewish holiday events or like he mentioned Halloween. If she was uncomfortable but said, hey, you know what? We're a couple. That's just how that works. I'm going to go. I'm going to be a good sport. They invited me. That's very nice. If that's how that works, but then suddenly he wants to play the game of, well, you can go you can, stay or go. It's all a choice. It doesn't actually matter. Okay, well, but she was willing to compromise for you. So why not, and if it wasn't a big deal to her, then fine. Then like give her that same level of grace. But if you see it, person posting on Reddit, Johnny Booty, if that's what I need to say. if you see it as, oh, she had a choice whether or not to go, she chose to, that's on her. I have a choice not to go, that's on me. I'm choosing not to go. Then, to be honest, like, y'all are not relationship material.
Yeah, I mean,
That's just not how that
she could have
works.
easily been like, she didn't want to go, and like, you know, came to an understanding. But
then don't go to anyone's things. Then it doesn't matter. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, if the family wants to have like a regular dinner on a non-holiday, and she was like, you know, I'll go to that, but I'm not going to no holiday or oriented around any holiday.
Right. It's not
because,
Christian.
like, you know,
right.
Yeah, I'm a Christian, and I just want to, you know, have my holiday things, and that's, you know, cool beans. But it's like, you know, yeah, I feel like from what I'm reading, she compromised a lot.
Right.
And like, even when she felt uncomfortable, and that's not something that, you know, you should be faced with in a healthy relationship.
Oof, yeah, no, I'm disagreeing with you on that one. Only,
yeah, clearly because you're married.
I'm married, yeah.
But like,
it depends on where they're at with it too, because I think, so they do live together. So yeah, if you're at the living together stage, you got to be at the compromising stage.
I mean,
if they were just dating, it would be different.
She's living in his house rent free and borrowing his car. Like. You know, what more is she providing? Like, our bills being paid? Like, he said rent free. So, like, what is she really providing at that point?
Well, that's a whole other story. We don't know anything about that. Yeah, this is just, and also, here's the problem with that, though. So let's imagine that this is, because we don't have her side. Let's imagine this is true, that she provides nothing financially or in some kind of way, right? She's truly like freeloading, which is the way he plays her off as. If that's the case, why is she living with you? Like, because here's the thing, there's a certain kind of person that likes having that kind of partner, because then it's well, you provide nothing, so now I get to make the rules. And that's dangerous too.
See, but she was the fool that was like, oh yeah, let me go into this, like, you know, like move into this man's house, you know, me providing nothing, and then like boom, every time there's an argument or there's miscommunication, it's getting thrown back in my face. Never be anywhere in no one's house, just like, you know, not contributing anything, just make sure. Matter of fact, don't even move in together. Like, if like, you know,
do you think the couple should like just get married if they're gonna, like, do you think there should be that intermediary stage between like you're dating and it's getting serious?
I feel like you're dating, you're getting serious, like, you know, at some point, if like you want to converge homes, like if you're gonna get to that point, then like, you know, if you're getting engaged, then you should be moving in together.
Okay.
Because then it's like the engagement period is going to be like, oh yeah, we have this, like, an engagement could be however long.
You're setting up a home though.
6 months, a year, 2, 4 years. Boom.
4 years, damn.
I'm a long, 4 year engagement. If the engagement goes on for more than 5 years, get on out of there.
Okay.
Just sidebar.
Yeah.
But like that engagement period could last like from anywhere to 6 months to like, you know, 4 years. Yeah. That gives you like, you know, ample time to, you know, live with this person and be like, is this something I want to do?
Right.
And then you can get going. Mm-hmm. If you're boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all should not be living together.
Wow.
Like, and if you're trying to like, you know, say like, because people want to move together to save money on like,
sure, you
know, bills and stuff. There's not a bill in this world that can be like, it's just weird. Like, I'm not, you know, people probably sound prudish or whatever.
No, but that's a very old school approach. I'm actually a little surprised by it.
Yeah, but like, no, if you're not engaged, you should not be moving in together.
Yeah.
Because that point, just boyfriend and girlfriend. Wow. And if something goes bad and like you want to get out of there, like your name was on the, you know, lease at that point, being boyfriend and girlfriend. So then our roommates.
Wow. Yeah. I mean,
like uncomfortable situations. Don't put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Always have your spot.
Always have your spot.
Yes. Always have your spot.
All right. Well, you know, I see there being a lot of things here. I think this guy, you know, has maybe some issues here. The whole, like, I pay for everything. I'm a little uncomfortable with that because that's a little bit of a control move, you know, that's sort of like
she
disguised.
You don't ever.
It's disguised as being helpful. Like, it's disguised as being a nice guy, but like,
And she was being foolish. Nothing in this world is free. No one's gonna let you come in their house, you know, rent free and expecting nothing in return.
Yeah.
So if someone's saying, "Hey, you can stay with me, and I'm not going to pay," you're not going to pay any rent, but you can use my car and all this stuff.
Right.
Your media should be like, that's weird. Like, that should be a red flag.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that there's just a lot of manipulation and stuff. Like, because again, we don't know the full story, but
she needs to go find herself a Christian husband.
They're just not compatible.
And
at the
he
end of the
needs
day,
to go find, atheist wife and part ways.
Yeah.
This is not that difficult conversation.
They have two different dreams for what they want their life to look like. And keeping score is absolutely stupid. Like, it's just don't keep score with your partner. I think that's ultimately it. Don't date people who you're incompatible with.
Exactly.
Don't keep the score and be mature.
Exactly.
All right.
Thing people have problems with these days, but
there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Rabbi and Son, thank you so much. We got more of these coming down the pipeline. Enjoy. Thank you to our sponsors at Darshan Yeshiva for making this content possible. Darshan Yeshiva provides beginner-level online Jewish learning, including the very popular Conversion to Judaism program, with sponsoring rabbis and students all over the world. Start your Jewish journey any place, anywhere, and anytime with our conservative, reform, reconstructionist, Jewish renewal, humanistic, and post-denominational rabbi mentors. Become the Jew you always wanted to be with Darshan Yeshiva.